Good afternoon. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami. My name is Miriam Isa Al Ali Zastipil. I put God first. This is my story and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is a service of something bigger than who I am.
That's right. And my name is Alexander Zastipil. My purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence.
Existence, guys, existence. And today we come to you guys every single Tuesday, powered by our friend Wi-Fi here. We come to you every single Tuesday at Clear and Conquer Live to bring to you a topic that's going to be beneficial for your life and to your business as well.
Mm-hmm.
And today's topic, in case you didn't guess with all the swag, is going to be about 10x. But which part of 10x? It is the part of 10x that tells you why you are not 10x and what you need to do to become 10x. And the reason we can deliver this content is because we are Clear and Conquer Grant Cardone licensees. I'm so proud to say this, that I am the first Emirati, I'm the first Arab Muslim to be having the Cardone license to be delivered in Arabic in the United Arab Emirates. With that being said, we would love to jump into the content.
Let's do it.
So before we tell you why people are not 10x, we want to tell you what is 10x. So what is 10x? You see this, I'm sure you've seen this logo somewhere. If you have not, you are now. So it means 10 times, 10x. It's a multiplier, 10 times of something, right? What is 10 times of something? It's 10 times of anything, 10 times in business, 10 times in relationships, 10 times in spirituality, 10 times in health, and so on and so forth, right? So it's 10x, it's 10 times more of anything. And it is, we were at the 10x Growth Conference last week, and Grant says this, 10x is about the example. If you say, I am 10x, be the example of 10x. Are you committing first and figuring the rest out later? Is your life 10 times better than everybody around you? Are you giving more than you're taking? Do you consider success your duty, responsibility, and obligation, and so on and so forth, which is like the different principles of 10x that we will not deliver today, but we're going to help you as we go through the session. So 10x is a multiplier, it is an example. Many people claim to be 10x until you ask them how much of 10x are you applying? Alex and I are 10x. I don't know about you, baby, but we're 10x, 10x.
That's right.
Yes. Because with every single 10x success, you have 10x challenges. Because it's not like, oh my God, I'm 10x, I'm amazing. Habibi, your 10x goals, it comes with 10x challenges, right? So with that being said, we would like to give you a segment of the 10x Super Life content. That content, which by the way, we're going to be delivering in Dubai. We're going to be giving you more information about that. We are running another 10x event in Dubai this year. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to be an insane event. A group of us will be flying to Dubai. We're going to be having amazing speakers there. We're going to be having amazing content and many surprises. Oh my gosh. Surprises, guys. Things we have never done in any 10X event that we have run in Dubai. And we're proud to be doing that as a Grant Cardone licensees as well. So with that being said, guys, there are 5 reasons why your life is not 10X. Number 1, you don't have the role models. Okay, you don't have role models sharing with you and showing you what does 10x actually mean, right? When I tell you like 10x is all about thinking massive and doing 10 times more of something, honestly, look around you. How many people around you are demonstrating to you a life that is not 10x? Everybody else is living an average life. You want a proof? Listen to this and watch this. You have people waking up in the morning, going to work, hating their jobs, going back home, and then spending a little bit time with their family. And then they complain that they don't even spend enough time with their family. And they repeat this cycle day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, 1 year and year out, and so on and so forth. And then the result is no production, nothing. And they live an average life. And 10x, what we're talking about here, is doing something exceptional, living a life on your own terms, living a life that you want. So the first reason people don't have a 10x life is because, unfortunately, they do not understand the importance of having a role model. Nobody showed you what this 10x looks like. Nobody told you what massive action looks like. Nobody told you the importance of committing first and figuring the rest out later. So look around you. Is there any role models around you who is showing you 10x? I would doubt it. There would be, but there are not many. That's why 10x is a very rare item. It's someone who's actually wanting to do more for the beneficial of the world. So
Yeah.
what does that mean to you, Alex?
We talk about role models all the time, and either you have people that are trying to, this is straight from Elena Cardone, either you have people trying to destroy your empire or build your empire. They're either helping you or they aren't. There's no in between, like, oh, they sometimes help me, they're doing that, you're doing this sometimes, and you know, and they start justifying, well, at least they're a good person, right? But they're destroying your dreams constantly, and you're allowing that to happen.
Wow.
If you don't have examples around you, you need to find them, first of all. And you need to be the example in your family where they look up to and be like, wow, look at what he or she created. Like, look at all of the things that they created for our family. Something so big, so massive that it lives on for generations. That's what 10x is. And really, I used to have really big dreams a long time ago when I was 10 years old. We just got back from Vegas, Las Vegas. And one of my dreams is to build an empire of buildings, right? Which is hotels in Vegas, like hotels specifically. I love hotels in Dubai, hotels in Miami, right? Singapore, right? And building something where people can experience a hotel outside of the normal experience, something that's 10x, you know? So that dream started to fade away as soon as I started surrounding myself with the wrong role models. People telling me that that's a stupid dream, that's not even possible.
Right.
Alex, you only had a 2.4 GPA, you're stupid. Like, how could you barely passed high school, Alex. Like, how could you even do something like that?
Right.
People telling me to quit, people telling me that I'm going to fail. All of those people in which have gave up on their own dreams themselves, have quit a whole long time ago themselves.
Right.
That are basically embracing being, you know, a losing mentality.
Right.
Right. And they're justifying it over and over again. So which one would you rather surround yourself with? People that are really big thinkers, massive thinkers that want to do big things for the planet, that actually are highly responsible, they care about others, they are not just in it for themselves? Or would you rather have people that are self-centered, quit on their dreams a long time ago, just justifying their reality with all of the excuses, and, you know, has every excuse in the book?
Wow.
Right? When you put it like that, it's pretty clear on which one you would rather do, but do you have the courage to surround yourself with those people? Because in order to get around those people, the right role models, you're going to have to give certain role models up. Right? You're going to have to not allow certain role models to influence you in bad ways. Things that are going to pull you backwards. Things that are going to bring you down, slow you down, right? You're going to have to make certain decisions in order to do something like that.
Insane. That's insane. And here's the thing, Alex mentioned something very profound. When you are around people who are the wrong role models, you're going to start doing weird stuff. They will take you away from your dreams. No, Maria, nobody can do anything to me because I am responsible. If you are, you would have already reached your goals. But because you have people around you who tell you, oh, you cannot do it, it's not possible. Other people tried and they were not successful. The other day I was watching a video. I'm like, it took me a lot of guts to watch that video because I couldn't believe I was sitting through that BS belief system, right? So I was sitting and this guy was saying to the youth, and I was like, I was shocked. He said, oh, you don't have to go start a business because it's not successful, blah, blah, blah. If you ask someone who's working a stable job in corporate and you compare it with someone who's have a business, not each of them are making the same money, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, Mr. You know who you are. Some people are not in it only for businesses. By the way, there's a lot of businesses that are successful because that guy was hanging around people who are average and they don't have successful businesses. He had that outcome. We hang out around people who show us what is possible, you know? So here's the thing, whoever you hang out with, you become, and you educate people from that. Alex and I educate people on the possibilities of having a life that they can conquer, right? That's something that they want to do. Not something that people told them to do, you know, or whatever it is, because that's the wrong role model. I wish if someone told me I can become a billionaire with a. I used to say, oh my God, I wish if I have a million in the bank. Someone would be like, million. Yeah, why is it sound like it's impossible? It's not. No. Anyway, it's not impossible. It's just someone around you told you that. And again, if you wanna become someone who's 10x, you need to understand that the possibility comes with surrounding yourself with the right people. You cannot be successful hanging around average. But Mariam, then, as Alex said, doesn't matter. If they don't support you all the way, they are liability. They're not meant to stay with you for the whole journey. Some people come to help you as part of the journey, and khalas. Once they become a liability, they don't help you. You have to drag them with you, let them go. You don't need that burden. So that's the first reason why you don't have a 10x life.
One more thing that I learned from Steve Harvey on that, Mariam, is if you want to kill your dream, tell it to a small-minded person.
That is true.
You want to kill your dreams, everybody? You want to kill them? You want to just demolish your dreams? Tell it to small-minded people. They'll slash it for you. They'll tell you all the reasons why it's not going to work, why you shouldn't do it, and why it's stupid. And oh my gosh, I can't believe you're thinking like that.
Yeah.
If you want to kill your dreams, this is from Steve Harvey. Want to kill your dreams? Tell it to a small-minded person.
Right. Absolutely. Because some people hear about you now wanting to develop all these hotels. Like, watch the journey, enjoy watching, right? Anyways,
documented right here, by the way.
Documented right here. It'd be like, yeah, he said it in 2023. Look at him now.
And it's only 2025.
I love that. So here's the thing: many people think, oh my God, it's not gonna happen for me, because you. By the way, you have to declare your dreams. Personally, I think you should declare it, because now there is no backing up.
And otherwise, do you actually believe in them if you're not telling everybody?
And by the way, some people. We, for example, we're more open to have a conversation with William about the dream. Now you know the dream, but the conversation will happen with William, not with someone else. I'm not gonna try to convince someone why I have that dream. If they say this person who say you with this finger like this, we don't have to talk to you, right? So that's the first thing. Why you don't have a 10x life is because you don't have the right role model. The second reason you don't have a 10x life, straight from the 10x Super Life event that we will be delivering in Dubai with the workshop and everything, and with the content and with the books and everything else.
Let's go.
We're ordering the books, by the way. The books will be shipped from here, from Miami, right? So the second reason why you guys don't have a 10x life is because you have wrong definitions. What is wrong definitions? Wrong definitions means you have some kind of a false knowledge. Okay, you have some kind of a false knowledge that has nothing to do with you and has nothing to do with your life, but someone told you some information, you didn't look into it, and you just believed it, right? I was told Jews are bad. Wrong definition, wrong knowledge. It's a false knowledge. I realized that later on in my life, right? I don't hang out with those girls who show their hair are I'm not gonna say the word, right? The girls who show their hairs are not good, right? All these false knowledge. The reason you don't have a 10x life is because you have some old information that are based on opinions. You have it's based on an opinion. An opinion, by the way, when you say I have an opinion doesn't mean that you have a fact or knowledge backing it up. It means it's your own personal feeling. Opinions involves feelings. When you say, oh my God, I have an opinion, and Andy, and Raifi, Mariam, my opinion about Mariam. Okay, fine, your opinion, it doesn't mean it's right. I think, in my opinion, Mariam Al Ali is a show-off. It's your opinion. And you think I'm a show-off? You are one too. Whatever you see in someone, guys, by the way, straight from Uncle G, whatever you see in me is a reflection of you. Whatever you see in Alex, someone who is, well-dressed up, well-mannered, that's part of who you are, right? That's who you are. But if you see someone who's like, oh my God, why is he always wearing a suit? He does. Oh my God, he doesn't have any casual thing. It's because you are a show-off. Whatever you see in someone is the reflection of you. So the second reason, as we mentioned, that you don't have a 10x life is because you have some kind of wrong definitions. Someone told you some information that you didn't go look for yourself. I went to look for myself, and I got criticized for it. By the way, religious-wise, I'm a Muslim, right? I read the Torah and I read the Bible, right? I read them, and some people will be like, oh my God, you are an infidel. Infidel, why? Because you read the other books. Says who? Someone told you back in the days that it's wrong to read the other holy books. Someone told you. Someone told you. But now I can connect better with my Jewish friends. I have Jewish friends, I have Christian friends, I have Muslim friends, I have friends who don't have a religion too. Because that's them. Who am I to get involved in their beliefs? But I had the wrong definition that other people who are not my religion are not good people. Who told me? Someone told me. And it was a wrong definition. Same thing with 10x. Someone told you, oh no, Habibti, no. You want to open a business? If look around you, it's COVID, it's Mother Shoe, look at the world. It's everything is happening, everything is falling down, and you want to open a business? And you back up. So you have the wrong role model, and the second thing is you have the wrong definition of what does it mean to open a business and run it. I know people who are running their business from their houses, making 6 figures. And you have other people who just, that's it. So what is your definition of, what is your opinion about wrong definitions? That opinion, what is your judgment? By the way, the word judgment, just to clarify it, the word judgment is not bad. I looked it up the other day. Judgment means you're coming up with a conclusion based on facts and based on knowledge, not opinions and feelings. When you say I have a fair judgment, means you looked at the facts and all knowledge and opinions. So what is your
that's already a definition that a lot of people probably had wrongly defined, including myself at one point. So I know when I was growing up, I was told money doesn't grow on trees, money is the root of all evil, a penny saved is a penny earned, things like that. And basically I was told that money is really bad. And it's almost like they're dancing around, being very excited about being broke and stressed and not having any money, apparently. I guess that's a good thing. It's evil. And evil is something that's really bad. So I guess for all of those of you that believe in that, you shouldn't have any money. Like, it's evil. You shouldn't even have it. Like, my goodness, why do you even have money? Oh my God. And then I guess you could justify stealing things and like all those things because they don't call that evil. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I couldn't like wrap my head around it. It just started not making any sense. I'm like, I don't think any of these things are right. In fact, money does grow on trees. It comes from a cotton bush. I'm like, what? This is crazy, So money is needed on this planet, folks. Like, you need money on this planet. And if you don't have enough of it, you're not going to be able to help as many people as you could.
Very true.
Right? So it's actually selfish for you not to have a lot of money.
Very true.
Right? You just want to live paycheck to paycheck, or do you actually want to help solve problems on this planet that need to be solved, and it just so happens to be with money? Right? Not that money is everything, because it's not, it's the root of all evils, and a lot of things that I were told I learned, you guys, were completely BS based off of someone else's belief system.
Exactly.
Right? They were wrong, completely wrong. I couldn't understand. I was also told that by some people, not everybody, that Muslims were terrorists. That's pretty broad, right? Is that true? No. And I actually ended up marrying a Muslim, right? Like, I ended up marrying someone from the Middle East.
From the core. From the desert.
Yes.
Yeah. Grandma was from the mountains and grandpa from never mind.
That's
I wanted to continue that.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So I believe all of you can think of times where you were told something and it was completely wrong. And maybe you believed it for a very long time, but you found out that it was completely wrong. So I just challenge things and I look at the facts. I look at the numbers, the facts, what is actually reality. I look at what is real, and I started thinking about this whole money thing, and people get uncomfortable when we talk about money. They shouldn't, because you need it. You need to understand money. If you don't, you're going to be like the 72% of people that live paycheck to paycheck. And that's where stress comes from. That's where uncertainty comes from. You don't know where your next paycheck is going to come from, or you don't know how to pay some of those bills. Like, that's reality right there. You can't just ignore it, but a lot of you do. And then what happens is 50% of divorces in the United States, or sorry, not 50%. The number one cause of divorce is financial adultery, right? Number one cause. Now, I'm not saying that just because you're having money problems means you get divorced. That's actually the exact opposite of what I'm saying. You need to figure out the money game, because there's a game behind it. right? And if I see all of these problems, like I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe things are like this. I can't believe the world is like this. I can't believe, and I start playing the victim game. I'm not actually able to change anything.
Right.
And why don't I do something about it instead of yapping about it like a little yippee yap?
What
Right?
is
Why?
that? I have misunderstood. What is a yippee yap?
A yippee yap is like a dog that just cuts. Just keeps on barking, and then it keeps on barking, and it doesn't be quiet. And it's like, if you just be quiet, and you might be able to, my life might be a little bit better.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Anyways, wrong definitions play a part in your life. You do have things in your life that are wrongly defined, and you just need to start like looking at things face to face. You need to confront those things that you aren't looking at, you're not daring to go to, right? Because I was told again that money was evil, but the fact and reality is it's not evil. And if I want to help the poor people, the ones on the streets, what am I going to give them? Like nothing? Because the shirt that I bought on my back, if I want to give them that costs money.
Yeah.
Right? If I want to get them food, that costs money. I can't go steal it. Right? So you need money to help. You need money to help yourself first, and then everybody else. Because if you can't help yourself, you're not going to be in a good state to be able to help other people.
Right. Wow.
You guys all put everybody else first and not yourself, and then you end up going down this death spiral of depression, uncertainty, not knowing what to do. And what happens is you become extremely uncertain and not knowing what to do because you put yourself far last.
Yeah.
Our friend Gary Brecka says the first 30 minutes of the day should be dedicated to yourself, breathing exercises, supplementing yourself with the right nutrition, a good breakfast, and exercise, right? You should be selfish for the first 30 minutes of the day, and then you can go help everybody else. If you don't get those first 30 minutes right, the rest of the day is going to be messed up. It's not going to be in control.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's what I have to say about that.
I love it. So guys, like, here's the thing, like, again, if you don't confront these, I love what you just mentioned here, specifically when you said about wrong definitions. You need to confront it. Look for yourself. There is nothing wrong with you looking for yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't believe in it. It's just because you want to have more conviction, or you just want to get to the more details about it. Just one thing before I go to the third point is the wrong definitions. When I was noticing there was like this, I was wondering why there was the religious war, like in history. And everybody was talking about the Holy Land, and I'm like, why is this a Holy Land, right? Because I needed to. Everybody says, but nobody knows why it's called the Holy Land, right? So I went to look. I went all the way back from Adam and Noah and everybody, and then I got to Abraham, right? Abraham, and then Abraham had 2 children, had Isaac and had Ishmael, and and then Isaac had Jacob. Jacob had 12 children. One of them is Joseph. Joseph, after that, was the story. He got to Egypt, and then he became the king of Egypt. And then from there, from his descendants came Moses. Moses came, took the Jews from Egypt back to the Holy Land, and they got lost in the desert for 40 years. And then, okay, good. So this is, what's interesting? All the 3 religions have the same story. Why nobody was telling us this is the theme across? No, we're the right one, they're wrong. Every single religion, by the way, was saying that. But when you actually look for yourself, you understand what is the wrong definition, what is the right definition. Again, here's the thing. And when I go talk to someone from a different religion than me, I don't say I'm the best. I talk to them from a similar foundation. And this is when you understand having a common ground and having not having wrong definitions and being open to understanding the other person. Understanding someone doesn't mean that you believe in what they believe. When I say I understand you, or I can thank you for sharing, or you acknowledge that person, it doesn't mean that you agree with them, but you notice them, right? So that's the second reason, wrong definition. The third reason why people don't have a 10x life. This is my favorite, actually. Wrong targets. Oh my God! Now this is the analogy of the pinky box. Let me get ready for this.
Yes, get ready. Everybody, hold on to your seats.
That's the word. So, the goals you're setting for yourself. What are the goals you? By the way, we are 50 days, 52 days into the new year. How are we doing? We're gonna start January 1st. How are you doing? How small are your goals? If you quit on your goals this year already, your goals are cute, this small. They are cute, they are pink, in a pinky box, wrapped in a pinky ribbon. This is how cute your goals are. When you are thinking about 10x, you're thinking about the right 10x goals. The reason you're not 10x is because your goals are cute. I want to lose 1 pound a month. Cute. I want to make $500, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, whatever, small. If you know how to get to the goal, okay, and you know exactly the mechanics of it, it's a very small goal. A 10x goal is designed to stretch you, to make you uncomfortable, and to scare you. If your goals are not scaring you, they're not big enough.
That's where I have to go like this, where Miriam does this. That's
right?
Miriam Al-Ali Zastipal.
Miriam Al-Ali Zastipal. If your goals are not scaring you, they're cute. You know, if the goals I went through like 2 years ago, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? The minute I say how, it's dead. But sometimes there is something we teach in our accountability group, which you guys should join, by the way, if you have not. Because this is what we do. Alex and I were not cute mentors. Oh, you have to do this. No. We tell you exactly what you need to do to get results. If you guys in our accountability group, you know we are all about getting you guys results. So when you set intentions, the intention is much bigger than the mechanics of that intention. You know, for some of you guys, you have the 10x event in Dubai. I don't know how to get there. You already put a reason not to go. I don't know. Oh my God, October, we don't know. Some of my Arab friends, Hayyid 18, we're dead or alive, we don't know. It doesn't matter. You'll be alive. Come, yalla, October, right? Because this way, you're already executing on the target. The reason that we are not reaching out our targets is because they are so small. They're wrong targets. They're small. And the other thing, which is insane for me, is it's not your goal even. It's someone else's idea, someone else's goal. You know, someone told me the other day, oh, Maryam, I want to open a training center like you. Okay, good. It's been 2 years. She want to do it like me, but she doesn't really like training people. But Maryam, it looks like consultancy brings a lot of money. Good. Are you willing to do the work? You know, sometimes when we talk about wrong targets, we talk about you not going ahead after your own target. And the second thing, it's too small. I asked some of the business owners, how much money do you want to make a year in your business? They say 100,000 dirhams, which is like 25K a year. It's very small. How about 100K a week? Isn't it that more interesting? 400,000 a month. How much is that a year?
4.8 million.
Dirhams. Oh my gosh, see, my calculator, okay? So here's the thing. Wrong targets is the reason why you're not 10x. You're not setting big enough targets. It's very small. And this is what a Grant told me one time. Once you meet your potential, hit the target, you're going to keep meeting it, hit the next one. God is not going to fail you on that deal. So how big are your targets?
Yeah, I mean, it's so important. I used to have the wrong targets because I was trying to just like do things like the cliche things, right? Just double my income or increase it by 10% or like just the very cliche things. I'm gonna do more action. Like they're not even defined, right? Like you need to have clear targets, right? Like for example, one of my goals, I guess, is to reach 8 billion people on this planet. So what kind of targets do I have to set to do that? Right? I need to expand. I can't be worried about the mechanics. I need to do 54 posts a day, like on social media. I need to call 200 people a day, you know, and then you start expanding. I need to hire 30 people this year, whatever it is for you, by the way. You need to get clearly define those targets and they have to be big. So for example, the 10X rule, it's really simple, you guys. If you think you want to make $100,000 a year, you need to make that target $1 million. Because by the way, $100,000 isn't really going to change your life. No. You're going to realize really fast once you hit 100,000, just like I did. I hit 100,000 when I was 20 years old, I think. So my first $100,000 year was 20 years old, right? When I hit that, I realized that it wasn't very much money, 100,000 US dollars. Yeah. okay, I realized really fast. I'm like, this is not actually going to accomplish what I want. But what most people start doing is they start justifying it. They're like, this is, you do the Maryam Ali analogy. Then it's a pink little box. I'm going to drink 1 glass of water today.
It's a cushy mushy goal.
And then you ask them, did you accomplish their goals? They're like, yes, I did. 1 glass of water I drink a day. Like, what are you doing? You have more potential, and you shame on you for not trying to go for that potential. Right. For example, I know, like you just have to be very clear on what targets are. Same within in our relationship. Maryam and myself know what targets. Like I know, like Elena Cardone, for example. She had targets to do certain things in her life, and then they had kids, right? So she had to set different targets once different things came into play. But they started synergistically working together to build the empire that they have now built. She was the visionary and pushing Grant, while Grant was out there grinding, right? She was there taking care of the kids and hitting different targets than Grant was. But she had bigger targets than Grant, and Grant was doing all of the mechanics at that time. So if they found a synergistic collaboration. But a lot of you guys, you use your kids as excuses. Oh, well, I can't go to that conference because I have my kids. I can't go, and I can't do this because this. And you get so stuck in the mechanics that you at that point, that's when you stop dreaming, right? You were dreaming when you were 10 years old, weren't you? Because you didn't have all these mechanics.
Yes.
You didn't have responsibilities that were that big, right?
Yes.
But what you do is you use all of those excuses as reasons not to do it. And then you're like, I'm going to set targets that are just going to make me feel good. And later on, you're so disappointed in your life because you gave up on your dreams. Later on, way later on in life, you're really going to realize that. And you're going to be like, I'm just going to sit and watch TV. That's all there is to do. And the reason, going back to Gary Brecka, why people start to decay really fast at older ages, because they stop moving. Gary Brecka says the new smoking is sitting still. That's the new smoking. So how fast are you guys moving? Some of you are 25 years old. I had friends that were 22 years old, and they acted like they were freaking 80 years old. Yeah. It drove me up the wall. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm getting so old, man. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing next year. Oh my God, I'm already 22. I'm like, whew, you have a long life ahead of you, ma'am and sir. Oh my God. So my point here is you guys have the wrong targets. Your targets are just not big enough. They have to be big and juicy so you actually go and do things that normal people would refuse to do themselves. And that's where the opportunity is, because look around you. How many people are doing things that other people refuse to do?
Right.
0.001%.
Right.
That's where the opportunity is. Nobody's doing it. Yes. Right? Nobody's actually putting in the work they know they have to put in.
Yes.
Nobody's getting aligned with their spouse, right? Like nobody's doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
They just complain the whole time and play the victim. I can't believe this is happening to me. Oh my gosh, poor me. You start doing things like that. What does that do for you? Yeah. Just be honest with yourself. You don't have to tell me. Just be honest with yourself. You can lie to everybody else, including myself, but you'll never be able to lie to yourself.
Wow. I hope you guys are taking note. And for those who just don't, and this is a Clear and Conquer Live, guys. We come to you guys every single Tuesday at 12 p.m. Miami. That's 12 p.m. Miami. My goodness, 9 p.m. Dubai. And this is something what Alex said. Like, look at the people around you. Going back to the role model, the first point, right? You don't have someone, and even if you wanna go ahead and put bigger goals, like Alex mentioned, you're gonna set that bigger target. You have someone telling you that you can't. I used to have people who tell me you can't. Now they're not in my life anymore. Anyone who will for a second try to make me think smaller, they're not in my life anymore, right? So with that being said, I want to go to the fourth point.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the fourth reason people don't have a 10x life is education. I used to think, and take it from someone who has a PhD, which I do.
She does. You do this, but you actually do. Yeah, it's right over there.
It's right. The university is supposed to send me something in the mail. I cannot wait. They're gonna knock the door at any second here. So I did 12 years in school, until high school, right? And then I did 5 years in bachelor's, and then another 2 years in master's, and then another 4 years in doctorate. How many years is that? 12 plus
how many
12
in
plus
that?
5,
Is
17.
17.
17 plus 2, 19. 19 plus 4,
23. Wow.
23. I am
Wow.
36. No, wait, at 2 kg. That's another, peer.
25 then.
25. I am 36 years old. And I spent majority of my life in classrooms, right? And I thought that was education. So here is the thing with education, guys. There is this formal education, which some of you guys are okay to do, but then there is the other form of education, which is the life education. It is the courses, the session, the programs that you want to go to. It's the thing that you want to go ahead and accomplish. It is the thing that you want to go ahead and do. Like 10x, I didn't learn 10x in school. I'm doing it now. We're working with certain universities and schools, right, to bring in 10x as a curriculum, as an idea that the students can get and think bigger and thinking massive and doing more, right? But here's the thing. I didn't learn about money. I didn't learn about, let's see, negotiation. I didn't learn about communication. I didn't learn about finances, not
How
finance.
to sell yourself.
How to sell yourself. I didn't learn about sales and marketing and how to run and start a business and scale. I didn't learn any of this. I learned this as a skill of life. I did it when I went to conferences like Mr. Cardone. Mariam, Cardone takes your money. Wallah, Cardone doesn't want my money. As my dad said, Cardone ما يبغى فلوسك. Cardone, he doesn't want your money. You go, right? So this is the education you should be going after. Not only the formal education, which I have my own views about it, right? Like I didn't learn the things I needed to do unless I came later on in my life. I understood that studying is something totally different. I study. What does studying mean? If you look up the word study means you go ahead, observe, learn to be able to apply. If you're studying, but oh my God, is it going to come in the test? If this is the only thing you do, you're not studying. You're wasting your time. I'm telling you from now. I did what now? Oh my God, this is a shocking number. 25 years of my life, I did it in schooling. So nobody can say now, oh my God, Mariam, you don't know. I did all the way to PhD. Went to Alaska for it, which is a beautiful story. I trust me, if my research was not in sense of place and customer experience in Alaska, I don't know if I would like my doctoral journey, to be honest with you. But because I did something I wanted to do. So education, what is your definition about education, guys? Education is not only the formal education, it's not only formal education, it is the life education, it's the skills, it's the conferences, it's the event. Come to the 10x event that we are doing in Dubai. It is licensed content by Grant Cardone. It's not like we are thieves. No, we got certified, we paid the money, we're showing up for Grant, and we're teaching the content from our own perspective. Because Cardone says as well, when you teach people, make sure you did it yourself. Like, how can I teach you about 10x and thinking massive and I'm average? Right? Cute. Well, Mariam is being cute. So with that being said, go ahead. What's your input on education and 10x?
So first of all, if you want to join us in Dubai, we're going to tell you guys a little bit more later about this, but we have a mentorship and accountability group where we're actually giving a free diamond ticket to the 10x event in Dubai in person.
Yes.
So that ticket includes a yacht, right? We're going to get a yacht for everybody that gets the diamond ticket. Those of you in the accountability group, you guys get discounts. Those are already in it. You get a discount, okay? And I'm so excited about it because not like that opportunity just being there. For those that haven't been to Dubai, it's going to be very expansive. For those that are, it's a huge networking opportunity where there's going to be partnerships happening, business transactions happening, friendships happening. I know, like the first time that I went there, so many things happened for me. I can't even lift. I wouldn't even be able to lift it out in the next 20 minutes that we have here. Like there's so many things that happened in my life because of that trip to Dubai. And then also with that, you get 52 weeks of mentorship and accountability with the both of us. We're 10x Grant Cardone licensees. We're going to show you how to 10x your life, right? In every area of life. We don't just talk about just money.
Yeah.
Okay, that is important. That's what we're talking about today. But we also talk about relationships. We talk about partnerships. We talk about starting your business. We talk about how to teach people, right? Like, because you're going to have to teach your employees how to be successful.
Right.
Like every aspect of a business and life, right? It's about both with us.
Yes.
And then also you get to find your purpose with Miriam, which, by the way, we just went to an event where there was multi-billionaires talking. There was people who moved trillions, yes, with a T, trillions of dollars of money. There was people that had, most of the people there had over $100 million net worth. And every single one of them, would you imagine that, talked about purpose multiple times, right? Those that were there that heard it so many times, and every single time Miriam was going like this.
Did you hear?
I'm like, yes,
Yes,
I did. I'm like, yes, they said it again. So you get to find your purpose, which isn't this cushy-mushy cliche thing. It's a different way to operate through life. When you operate based off of purpose, everything starts to come in alignment for your life.
Let's go.
And it may not happen tomorrow, right? But when you start to operate like that, it will all come into play.
Right.
As long as you don't quit on yourself. Okay, that's the disclaimer. If you don't quit on yourself, if you quit on yourself, which most people do on this planet, then nothing will happen for you. Let me just spoil that for you. Go ahead.
By the way, go to clearandconquer.com/365 for that.
It took me a while to get there, but yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
That's okay. That's okay. So Alex, he mentioned you're going to get a diamond ticket, which gets you access to the 3-day event. Your lunch is included. They're going to be a 10x swag shipped from the US for you guys. They're going to be also, you're going to be having, time with the speakers as well. And at the same time, what else? And by the way, there's going to be some surprises. There will be like certain things. There will be certain things in the desert. We're not going to share everything right now because I'm telling you, it's going to get better. From now until October, it's going to happen. Someone will be like, oh, Maryam, in October. You have to commit now. Why do you have to wait until October? By the way, procrastinating, you're going to procrastinate on this. And you're not going to come too. Or you're going to come when the price goes up.
Yep.
The prices will go up. So, but again, we want to encourage as many people as we can to go ahead and join us. It's going to be in October more likely this year.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's move to the last one.
Yes, and that was clearandconquer.com/365. 365. Okay, so yeah, the last point, go ahead. Yeah, actually, I'll let you do it.
So the last point that you don't have a 10x life is because, I call it excuses/revenue. There are many people who come up with excuses. You cannot be 10x and come up with excuses, guys. I learned it from Grant. Okay, I learned it from Grant. You cannot have excuses and result at the same time. You can't. I cannot say, oh my God, Alex cannot say I want to become a developer, a real estate developer, and then he's like, oh no, I don't know. I'm not sure. Next year. Since I married Alex, even before I know him, I've never heard him say next year. I remember when I told him, come speak at my event in Dubai, he's like, done, to give me the dates. Because the guy is committed. When you are committed, you don't come up with excuses. You don't say, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't know what. When you want something so bad, you will never come up with excuses. Excuses is for the cowards. Excuse my language. You're a coward if you are coming up with an excuse toward a thing that will help you flourish and prosper in your life. Every time I say something, Alex is like, are you bragging and complaining? Like, I'm bragging, right? Because here's the thing, guys. Like, you cannot have excuses and results. You can't. You cannot say, I'll do it next time, next year, blah, blah, blah. Someone like 2 years ago has said, oh my God, Maryam, next time we do it in Dubai, I'll come. And then they keep telling me, when are you going to do it? Okay, we're doing it next. Oh no, I'll think about it. You're not going to do it. For 2 years, you didn't change, my friend. You still have the procrastination muscle going on here. Commit first, as I thank you so much, William. Creativity follows commitment. Get creative and get to Dubai. Exactly. I know William will be there.
Yes.
I think he'll be there before us too. Creativity follows commitment. Creativity follows commitment, guys. And many of us are very scared. What are you scared of? Commit first. I'm telling you, the minute you start committing to something, it's gonna happen for you. No excuses with 10x. When Alex and I realized there is a thing going on, Alex didn't come up with an excuse for him to be with me. He committed first. I'm gonna marry you. And it's not like I'm gonna marry you next year. I'm gonna marry you immediately. We were in Scottsdale. Vegas was very close. We almost flew to Vegas to get married. Even Wi-Fi is like, don't do it. right? Because here is the thing, guys, you commit first and figure the rest out later. You don't come up with excuses. Excuses are for the cowards. You cannot be 10x and come up with an excuses. You cannot, guys. There is no way Alex and I got to this level of success with excuses. We don't have them. We see them, I'm like, oh, we call it distraction. And we face that distraction, we confront it, and we go over it. Because as 10xers, we live this. We don't only, I'm not wearing my swag, just to wear my swag, my 10x hat, the diamond. This is the one from Cardone. They're exclusive. We want diamond. I'm going to brag about it too. I could have come up with an excuse. Oh, maybe we shouldn't go diamond this year. No, we're going diamond. We're going diamond next year too. Front row. That's the intention, right? But I'm not going to say, oh, why should I have? I don't have money. I don't think I should be investing in this. I'm already coming up with excuses. I'm not 10x.
Mm-hmm.
I want to open my business. I want to do a huge event in Dubai, and then I say, oh, what if people will not come? They will come. The ones who are committed will come. I don't want anyone to come, by the way.
We don't want the quitters to come anyway.
We don't want the quitters to come.
We do, but they're gonna quit. So.
Because we were thinking about, should we do it on weekdays or on the weekend? And then we decided to do it on the weekend. I should put a poll and see what people think.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to do it on the weekend because I know it could be a working day, whatever. It's going to be harder. It will be easier for people to show up during the week. At the weekend, then we don't have to take annual leave and stuff like that, right? But I promise you, some people will be like, weekend, Mariam, if you told me I could have told my job about it to send me. I don't want anyone to send you. I want you to come on your own because you want to go ahead and learn about 10x.
Yeah.
So the fifth reason is excuses / people saying I don't have the money. Go ahead.
Yeah. Lack of money. And that's where we started today. You guys need to figure out the money game, and that's what a lot of 10x is about. Because money does create your choices. Money is choices. That's all it is. It's not happiness. It's not sadness. If you're a miserable person, it's just going to amplify your misery.
Yes.
If you're a really happy person, it's going to amplify your happiness. It's going to amplify whatever, but it creates choices, right? It gives you choices to be able to, and maybe you can't take off of work. That's the exact reason why you should come, so you can figure out the money game, so you can take off of work whenever you want,
exactly.
Right? So you guys can't just keep on putting all these excuses in the way and at the same time, wanting to create your dreams. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people get to the checkout page, right? And then the card doesn't work. And it's so easy to convince, to convince yourself that you're like, oh my gosh, it's a sign.
It's a sign.
I guess I shouldn't do it. Oh my gosh.
It's Mariam's energy getting
It's
to
raining
me right
out
now.
today. It's raining out. It's sunny out today. I probably shouldn't do it. Oh no, it's raining. Oh, yes, I shouldn't do it. This starts to become very confusing. Are you guys confused right now? It confuses me even talking about it, right? So here's the thing, you have to find a way to make it happen. How could I make it happen? How can I? Brandon Dawson, one of our mentors, that is now worth 350 million. He says the quality of your questions determines the quality of your results. If you're taking notes right now, which you should be, write that down. The quality of your questions determines the quality of your results. So if you keep on asking yourself, why don't I have enough money? Oh my gosh, I have my kids. What do I do with what do I do? And you start going to your spouse and be like, Mariam, what do you think I should do? He talks about polling. It's called polling, like doing a poll. What should I do? William, what do you think I should do? Hey guys, people on Instagram. Hey, you guys, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should do?
Yeah.
You have to ask yourself the question, how could I make this happen?
Yes.
What can I do? Like, how could I make this happen? And when you keep on asking yourself those questions, it starts to remove the excuses and you find solutions instead of excuses.
Yes.
Right? And that is going to bring you more success. We don't give you guys this fluffy, right? We give you guys actionable things that you can use, right? Part of like everything that we do is making sure you all can take this and use it immediately.
Yes.
Right? We want you guys to think differently, because when I started thinking differently, everything changed. Every single thing we just listed here, I used to be a part of. I had the wrong role models. I had the wrong definitions in my life. I had the wrong people around me. I didn't have money, right? And I would tell myself all these things all the time, right? And it didn't do anything. Imagine that. My life didn't change until I changed.
Yes.
He says, Grant says, in order to change, you must change.
You must change.
So simple, but yet people don't change. They want to stay stubborn. They let ego get in the way. They save face, meaning they would rather be right. They just want to be right instead of being open to the possibility that they're wrong for a better life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eliminate your excuses, guys, and figure out the money game.
Absolutely. You just mentioned something really profound. You will not change. Nothing will change unless you change. Even in the Quran, God says, I'll say it in Arabic and then in English, and I'm sorry if I say a few words wrong, is إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. God will not change something in you unless you decide to change it yourself. You know, I'll show you that one.
Wow, yeah, that's
I
powerful.
keep showing him scriptures.
Say that one more time.
God, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. God will not change something in people unless they change something in them. You know, if you don't decide to change or do something, if you don't do the work, God will not help you. Some people are, oh, God didn't write this for me. It's not like God didn't write this for you. You didn't work. It's like people who are praying, God, please give me money. God, please give me promotion. But you don't work for it. Or you don't talk about it. Or you don't communicate it. Or you don't go after it.
Or you start watching Netflix right after.
Or you watch what? Oh, yeah, I prayed to God. Okay, what should I be distracted by now? You know, right? God will help you. I promise you, Alex and I, we know, like I'm telling you, a lot of our success is because God is with us. You know, God is helping us. God is guiding us. But God will not help us if He saw us watching Netflix and going to the beach. We are in Miami, right? We could go to the beach every day.
Very easy to, yes.
Very easy. It's here, right? But because we want to, God sees the quality. God sees the content of our heart. He sees how much we want to change this whole universe, right? And we do it one person at a time. But God will not help us if we just become quitters and come up with excuses. God will not help me if I'm coming up with excuses and becoming a quitter. And then I say, God didn't write this for me. God is writing up. God created us for a purpose. Oh gosh, we're getting into third purpose territory now. God created you for a purpose, not to come up with excuses. I'm going to leave it there. Go ahead.
That's funny. The reason why we're like this, by the way, is because we have the right targets. The goal is big enough. Like we know we're going to make a massive impact on this planet. We're already making impact on everybody's lives that we touch, like everybody's lives that came to the Dubai event last time, everybody that's in our mentorship and accountability, our friends, our family. We do that very intentionally, right? Like if we were just swimming at this pool every day and going to the beach and relaxing, we wouldn't have as much urgency to go do all of this.
Yes.
Right? We have money coming in now to where we could just go relax sometimes, right?
Yes.
Or just all the time, I guess. But I don't. That's not even in my reality anymore, right? It used to be what I want. I used to want to make money to get the Lamborghini. I used to want to make money to go on all the vacations, which I still want those things, but it's just not as urgent anymore. Like if we wanted to, we could go straight to the dealership right now and get the Lamborghini, or I guess it's actually a Ferrari, but a Ferrari 488 Pista. If I wanted to do that, I could go and do that right now, but I don't, because that's not going to multiply the amount of people we impact, the amount of money that we have, the legacy. It's not going to impact William's life. Like the way that we can help William is be an example and being successful. The way that he can help us is be an example, be successful, and being synergistic with the whole family, right? Like it's everybody working together for a bigger purpose.
Absolutely.
Right? William, his wife, Nat, our friends, Julian and Alex, Miriam, myself, we met a couple more people, Gus and Ashley. They're all living with purpose.
Right.
Which doesn't have anything to do with excuses or your limitations or the mechanics. Oh my gosh, how do I do it? 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 You see how it starts getting draining? Like you start to drain yourself because you keep on asking these questions that will never get you anywhere.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I don't have any time. I don't have any money. I don't have any time. I don't have any money. That will never solve anything, saying those things to yourself. In fact, it just makes it worse because you're literally manifesting and confirming things constantly and selling yourself to be right. You're literally, your brain is convincing yourself to be right on that.
Right.
And you need to be wrong in that instance. You have to act and talk and think like you have abundance.
I love that.
Anyways, yeah.
I love that, Alex. Thank you so much for sharing all that. And here's the thing: it's what you say is what you become. and 10x is about setting an example, as we said at the beginning of this session today. So again, guys, like this is insane, and we do this, by the way, to our accountability group twice a week.
Yeah.
And again, we are throwing there a diamond ticket, which gives you access to the 3-day event at 2-day event in Dubai, and also it gives you access to the yacht, which is going to be a networking event across Dubai. We're gonna
with dinner and a lot
of activities. Maybe that's
your mind. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, we're not gonna spill out all the beans now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be living.
It's hard for me to keep secrets.
I know. I can tell. Okay, so Dubai, we're gonna be living from Dubai Marina. It's gonna be going all the way to to the Palm. Oh my God, it's gonna be insane. So that's
now
gonna be.
spilled some of the secrets.
It's going to be insane. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you guys, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And so what you have to do is, and also we are including in it purpose, and we are also including the accountability group and the mentorship group, and also
twice a week. So
twice
both
a week.
of them.
And we're also including Cardone University.
Yes,
Cardone University is also there. So it's a killer deal, guys. You go to clearandconquer.com/365. That's clearandconquer.com/365. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. We come to you guys every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. Dubai time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern.
9 p.m. Dubai time, 12 p.m. Eastern. Be great, everybody. Be blessed. God bless you. And 10x. Go conquer.